Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I, of course, am Lewis Porter Jr., and let's just really get into this one. A lot of people have been asking me this question about money and DriveThruRPG now, so I wanted to just put this one out there so you can understand. It's not going to be a long video. It doesn't have to be. It's going to be one of those ones that can be quite informative, so you want you to think about it. So today's title is, How Much Money Have I Paid to My Partnerships at DriveThruRPG? 5 figures. So a lot of you are like, well, what does 5 figures mean? If you don't understand what 5 figures means, that means at least $10,000. That's right. So a lot of you are like, oh, you paid out $10,000 to people all your lifetime. That's really cool. I'm like, no, you misunderstand. I've paid out $10,000 to a few of my partners who I have partnerships doing sales with. For example, one of my, I guess my most well-known one is my image portfolio line that I do that sells art. It's very simple. It's a very simple cut. It's very, very simple. Out of the 100% pie we start with, RPG Now takes their 35%. That's what they take. I take 10% as the, middleman putting the product out, combining it all together. And the artist takes away 55%. Now, I've pitched this to many artists. Some have been like, yeah, okay. And some have been like, no, that's not really something I'm interested with. But one of my long-term artists, Storn Cook, who's been with me, even when I think about it, Storn's been with me like nearly 10 years. And I've been a fan of his since, the 90s. So it's nice to be able to work with one of my idols and work with him, every month, putting out cool artwork. And now that he's doing full-time, there's even more stock art we're going to be doing. We'll be doing more sales. So we'll be pushing that. But one of the biggest ones we had together is when I did a little collection he did, like I guess it was the first 50 image portfolios he did. We put it all together. We sold it for like, it was like $100 or something. And, we split the money, our percentages. And he walked away in the 5-figure range from that. Was it 5 figures? Yeah, I think it was 5 figures for him. I definitely know it was way over 4. I mean, it was 4, but it was very high in the 4. Probably, I'm pretty sure it's 5. I'm going to assume 5. So, and he didn't seem to have a problem with that. And it was great. It was great money. It was money, as I describe it, found money. I push the product, I get it out there, I get people buying it, and he makes money off of it. And I like art. I've always liked art. It's a good way to do that. And I've got several other partnerships, not just art ones, but I've had some of the writers. I've had some with other artists too, other publishers. I mean, I have products that I sell with other publishers that I do the same kind of deal. They get 10%, I keep 55%, and of course RPG Now takes their cut. And some people are like, well, why would you have different stuff like that? Well, mostly a lot of stuff I don't put it under my own name. I've sold lots of products under one of my many pseudonyms that I write under. That's right. I don't always write under Lewis Porter Jr. I write under several different names, and it's a great way for me to get money in other places that people may or may not know who I am. They may know me by my pseudonym, and you're like, well, what's your pseudonym? None of your business. I have it out there just so people will see. And for me, it's more of an opportunity to find out, what will sell. And I think it's a great way to do it. The people I'm involved with, they get a percentage. So there's some, there's interest for them. And really, it's free money. They get to add products to their catalog while at the same time, they look more impressive by having more products, and they make money off me and I make money. So it's a win-win. So, I mean, if you're a small first-time publisher and you're like, hey, Lewis, I want to do some stuff like that. How would I do something like that? This is how you do it. I'll break it down to you guys. Very, very simple. Make it very easy. Approach a large publisher. And when I use the word large publisher, I'm not talking like the big guys. I mean a large third-party publisher. And there's tons of them. There's tons of them out there for whatever system you're playing. Is it D&D, Pathfinder, Mutants and Masterminds? Find the biggest one there and reach out to them and say, hey, look, I'm very small. I'm trying to get in this market. I'm really trying to get some stuff out there, but really very small. Could we do a deal where maybe I sell your products under my name and we take X amount from it? And, 10% is realistic, I think, a good amount, because when the other people take 35, there's not a lot of pie to deal with. But you negotiate what you feel best and you see how it works them. And, you do that. Or you find a up-and-coming writer where you're like, look, we don't want to, we're not going to pay out of our own pocket. We'll pay you a percentage of the sales. Give them away the 55%. If all you got to do is lay it out and put it out and promote it, They get the majority of it, but it's nothing out of your pocket. It's nothing out of your pocket. You don't have to pay them. It gets paid when it's sold. And a lot of people talk about, oh, I'm a great writer. I'm a great writer. Well, if you're so great, let's do this business model. And if they go like, well, it's not my job to sell my product, then you already got it. We already got videos about that later. We'll talk about that, sometime in the future. But you know how I feel about that. So, it's in your best interest. So figure out a way to do it. Find some guys who will help you out. There are tons of people looking to get published. This should be easy for you. If you're a small publisher, maybe you only have 3 or 4 products. It doesn't matter. Approach the people. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them what you're planning. Tell them how much you want to give them. See if it works. Find some stock art. Put things together and publish it and put it out and make the money. That's it. It's not complicated. It's just a lot of hard work, and not everybody wants to do that. Even I don't want to do hard work. I still got to finish writing. I can't show you what's going on, but it's adventure that I'm working on that I still got to work on. And I'm doing this video. It's almost 10 o'clock at night, Eastern Standard Time, of course. I got to edit this, put this online, boom. But hey, if you want to make money in this business and you want to get to a point where you don't have to depend on other people, i.e. larger companies paying you, this is something you can do. Every little thing you put out there that you make a little bit of money on is good for you in the long run. Don't ever forget that. And don't make the mistake of believing people out there telling you some silly story, telling you, oh yeah, we give you 90%. They ain't giving you 90%, dude. Come on. Be smart about it. You can make money at this game, trust me. I've been doing it a long time. Over 20 years. Everything I'm telling you, you can see, you can check out. If you don't believe me, you don't have to. Just check out what I've done and look what I've got. That's all you got to do. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Do us a huge favor, of course. Click the like button below if you like this content. Or even better, pick the dislike if you dislike our content. We like both. We're good with either way. And if you really want to support us, do us a favor. Check out our Patreon. The link's down below. And if you're a Masterminds fan, please check out our Patreon because we're talking all about that in there. So thank you so much for your time. Once again, I appreciate it. I will talk to you all later.